Hey everyone, welcome to Rapid Reviews, and today we're going to talk about episode 6 of The Mandalorian, titled Guns for Hire. So this is a weird episode, but mostly in a good way, I think. So let's get to it. For the cold open, we watch Mandalorians do what they do best, bounty hunting, as we see Axe Woves and the Mandalorians on the stolen fleet. They're there to take a Mon Calamari prince back to his parents and ruin a love story on the way. Once that's out of the way, we watch Din, Grogu, and Bo-Katan as they arrive on Pazir 15. Even before we get to the meat of the matter, I really like the design of this domed city and their super fast public transportation. We find out that Pazir 15 is a direct democracy and that it relies on droids for most of everything, so the citizens can live a life of leisure or whatever they want, since nobody or almost nobody has to work. Din and company are there to meet with the Mandalorians, but before they can, they're compelled to meet with Captain Bombardier and the Duchess, played by Jack Black and Lizzo. I had no idea that either was going to be on the show and was completely thrown for a loop when they appeared on the screen. While it definitely took me out of it a bit, I didn't feel like it was gratuitous or too bad, as I know there are some people that were not very happy with their appearance on screen. We get some background on their society and find out that Bombardier was a former Imperial and is a graduate of the Amnesty program. We also find out that the Duchess finds Grogu as adorable as everybody else and learns quickly that he's motivated by food. Before they can meet with the other Mandalorians, Din and Bo are sent on a mission to figure out why droids have been malfunctioning in the city. This is where the show becomes CSI Pazir, as they go into full-on detective mode, interviewing people, chasing suspects through the street, playing good cop, bad cop. We even get a scene at a droid morgue. So we also get another big cameo. This time it's Christopher Lloyd's Commissioner Helgat, who turns out to be the villain of the story. They solve the case pretty quickly and eventually meet up with the rogue Mandalorians. Bo challenges Axe to a duel and wins, but she's called out for not having Darksaber. Din then does what I predicted early on. Since he technically lost the Darksaber in episode 2 and Bo retrieved it, he's able to relinquish it to her without a duel or a battle. So Bo-Katan gets Darksaber kind of on a technicality. The show ends with Bo-Katan wielding Darksaber and seemingly the leader of the Mandalorians. This was a fun but weird episode, and did what the show does best, which is make it a standalone episode featuring the mission of the week, however having it bookended by some major story beats. I love the way the show gave us a completely new society, one where nobody works except the Ugnaughts and some security people and the morgue person, I guess. But it's interesting to see such a different society portrayed on the show. I thought the droid bar was a pretty fun gag, and Din making the comment about our kind was another nice little Easter egg. The episode was also kind of funny. I liked Din and Bo playing detective, and they had some funny banter with each other. It was also great seeing Din kicking the droids and teaching Bo-Katan how to communicate with Ugnaughts. The cameos here were interesting, but definitely took me out of it. Though I commend Jack Black for playing it somewhat subtle. I think he could have gone way more over the top, and I'm glad that he didn't. This episode was really driving home the theme of redemption. You had redemption for Bombardier, redemption for the Imperial droids, and for Bo-Katan and the Mandalorians, even for Helgat. Also, I like that Grogu was knighted. It was a cute little thing, but it doesn't make up for him being little more than window dressing for the last few episodes. But he's a knight, and I'll take it. Like I said last week, I feel like Bo-Katan is becoming the main character of this show, and while it's not necessarily a complaint, at its core, The Mandalorian has always been a lone wolf in the cub story, and this season's really straying far away from it. Something I'll talk about more when I get to my full season review, but I'm not quite sure what to think about it. We still have 2 more episodes to go, and I'm excited to see where it goes. And in a vacuum, this was a solid episode, so I'm giving it an 8.5. If you haven't already, please like and subscribe to the channel. We can be found on all social media platforms at portable_hole. We're also on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, any podcast aggregators at Portable Hole Publishing. And you can email us at portableholepub@gmail.com.